Most automotive industry analysts agree that the future is bright for the EV market. And as things currently stand, Tesla is the trailblazing leader of that market. And it doesn't look like it's going to change soon. Or is it? In fact, there's one company that's seemingly on track to compete with Tesla very soon. And it's called Rivian. With billion-dollar orders from Amazon and an impressive selection of models, Rivian is well-positioned to make a serious impact in the EV market. Following up on the success of Tesla, Rivian stormed the auto scene to prove to everyone that they can make the future even brighter. And in today's video, we'll explore where Rivian came from, what it does, and how it's doing it. But before that, make sure to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and click the notification bell for new updates. Now, let's get right into it. Rivian was formed in 2009 as Mainstream Motors by CEO R.J. SCARINGE, an MIT graduate with a background in engineering and lean manufacturing. SCARINGE grew up in the Melbourne, Florida area, where he used to work on automobiles with his neighbor and spend a lot of time hiking and exploring. As SCARINGE grew older, he began to drive miles into the woods to trek, and he soon realized he was contributing to the degradation of an environment he wished to protect. As a result, the seed of what would later become Rivian was planted. SCARINGE and his tiny team, based out of Michigan, discarded the name Mainstream Motors, moved on to Avira Automotive, and eventually landed on Rivian, a name derived from the Indian River where SCARINGE spent much of his childhood in Florida exploring in his rowboat. Rivian was involved in both electric car technology and autonomous driving capabilities 2 years after its founding. The car makers set out to build elegant, battery-powered vehicles from the start, but the robust off-road SUVs we see now weren't always the goal. Rivian originally revealed a Coupe Prototype in 2011, the R1, before canceling the entire project. Rivian later finalized the purchase of a former Mitsubishi factory in Normal, Illinois, to serve as its North American production base by early 2017. As a result, despite having less than 200 workers at the time, the firm obtained grants and tax exemptions from the state government for bringing jobs to Southern Illinois. By 2019, Rivian had approximately 1,000 workers and sites in the United Kingdom as well as Michigan, Illinois, and California. Amazon, together with numerous other investors and debt lenders, put up $700 million on top of an order for 100,000 Rivian-developed electric vehicles. Let's take a brief look at the models currently offered by Rivian. The Rivian R1T is an all-electric, battery-powered, light-duty pickup truck with all-wheel drive. The car has 4 electric motors, one on each wheel, that provide 800 horsepower, 600 kilowatts, and 900 foot-pound of torque when combined. It was supposed to be the company's first consumer EV, and it's already garnered a lot of attention. This 5-seat, totally electric pickup provides a number of unique and interesting features centered on the outdoors, as well as a variety of exterior color options. The R1T will be available in 3 trim levels, starting with the Launch Edition in 2021, and will be equipped with Rivian's mid-tier battery pack, which the carmaker claims would provide a range of 300 miles or more. Rivian originally said their vehicles would be available with 105 kilowatt-hours, 135 kilowatt-hours, and 180 kilowatt-hours. Battery packs allowing for 230-plus miles, 300-plus miles, and max 400-plus miles, respectively. In the R1T configuration, only the big 300-plus miles and max 400-plus miles packs are presently available. Orders are currently rolling out as of November 2021. The R1S is a sport utility vehicle based on the Rivian platform's first generation. The R1S design is expected to have 91% common components with the R1T as of 2018, thanks to a shared electric chassis. With a battery in the middle, the chassis comprises braking, suspension, and cooling systems. Rivian's low center of gravity chassis is typical of an electric vehicle skateboard, allowing it easy customization for different body forms. This 7-seat alternative will arrive only months after its pickup truck sister, and it has a ton of internal room. While it hasn't garnered as much attention as the pickup version yet, it might eventually become the more popular option in Rivian's little family. The luxury SUV market is still crowded, but Rivian's R1S promises luxury, range, and a difficult terrain threshold that many automakers will soon struggle to match. The R1S, like the R1T, will be released in 3 versions, starting with the Launch Edition in 2021 or early 2022. Similar to the R1T, the Launch Edition R1S is sold out, but all 3 variants, including the Adventure Package and Explore Package, will be available in January 2022. Its Launch Edition costs $75,500, which is somewhat more than the pickup version, which comes with the Adventure Package. At $70,000, the Explore Package will be slightly less expensive. Note that all of the costs stated are before any tax breaks or state subsidies, so customers may be able to get a better deal on their new Rivian. While we don't have clear confirmation of what Rivian will do next, we do know that it has a lot planned. The corporation recently applied for 2 more trademarks for unknown automobiles last summer. The first was the R1V, which was registered with the Trademark Office in the Land Vehicles and Parts category. The second was an R2X that was filed under the same category and was rumored to be a rally car based on drawings and speculative concept art. In November 2021, Rivian experienced a great surge of interest and investment when it IPO'd on November 10, 2021 under the stock symbol RIVN at an initial offering price of $78 per share. With a stock price today around $117 per share, Rivian's current market cap is an estimated $104 billion. To put this in perspective, Ford is currently worth $77 billion, and General Motors is worth $84 billion. Rivian has a lot of interesting things going on, with Rivian's Prime Electric Amazon delivery vans now being delivered throughout the U.S. and 2 new EVs only months away from initial deliveries. The success of the R1T and R1S cars will be crucial, still with limited quantities of each. In the Launch Edition, the world may not completely understand Rivian's influence on the auto industry until the other packages arrive in early 2022. Rivian is also hard at work expanding its own charging infrastructure, dubbed the Adventure Network, which started with every state park in Colorado. Despite the fact that the corporation is based in the United States, it has no intention of limiting its influence there, and Rivian is said to be seeking locations for a European plant in the immediate future. Rivian seems well positioned to make it big in the EV industry. Let us know what you think of this EV upstart in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.